Hello, folks, and welcome back to my Shandalyn playthrough. Let us get on with it, shall we? You know when I originally named this character? I just threw sounds together, came up with Shandalyn. Apparently that's actually a real name. Never knew. Never knew. It's not one I've ever heard. Like I said, I just threw sounds together. Shan, I've heard that name, I've heard Dylan. Shandalyn. There we go. But no, never heard it as an actual name. So odd to me. Let me just send a quick message. Alrighty then. Okay, I need to kill peasants. Yeah, I was so knackered last night when I was getting to play this. Like seriously. The last ones are a lot closer than I thought. There we go. And now we'll head back. When a pet battle in 30 different zones, capture pet battle in each of the zones. Capture battle pet, sorry. I can't capture a pet battle. Well, I suppose it can be my recorder, but that's a bit of a meta thing, ain't it? Before I end my Shandalyn playthrough, I do need to go get the stuff off Durkar. Send it back to her, have her bank it and store it up. I'll auction all the stuff on Durkar. Well, I'll probably end up auctioning everything on Durkar, but when I get back to him. I'll just pop around to all my alts, mail everything to him, and then first episode, maybe two, we'll be dealing with auctioning.
What do you need? For the whole.
Caracal? Alright. If we're to make these new lands ours, then we must have places to rest our battle-weary bodies. Lay your axe by the fire and share the stories of your mighty battles. Dar and Malash. I do not train your kind, Warlock. Find your own trainer before you anger me. He says that as if he trains anyone. The only point of fucking trainers now is to teleport you to the training zone. You know, the proving grounds. That's it. Like, they don't have a raison d'etre outside of that. Like, they have, you know, whatever was their shtick is gone. Well, whatever. But before, you know, trainers used to, train skills, reset talents. Now that's gone. If you want to see what that window looked like, check my Globnak playthrough. I have it there. Just as you're leaving the first island, not the Kazan or whatever, after you wash up and whatnot. Just before you make it to the second island, you saw a bit there. So yeah. Oh, actually, there was even more stuff to get rid of.
A new Belore Delinar.
I've no one to trade to here. But anyway, yeah, you can see it there. There is a warrior trainer there, and if you talk to him, you can see like basically the old menu for it. You used to also be able to see it in Bloodwatch, and I do believe I did that in a video. I think it was with my Legion ones, but that will be a lot harder to narrow down. Even if I said oh, it was one of the ones at the end, there's still a fair bit of content there. Multiple 40, minute episodes, and even then I'm not entirely sure how close to the end it was. But yeah, you can see that there if you want. But yeah, now trainers, their only use is to send you to proving grounds. It's actually rather sad, and it does take away a bit of the, to me, RPG aspect of it. I know it feels like there's just a bit of the structure of the game gone, you know? Maybe it would be one thing if the game didn't start out without it, but it started out with it, and with it gone, it just feels lacking, like it's missing something now. We will fight to the last orc, Shandalyn. I hope you'll keep yourself alive long enough to properly destroy these trespassers. No true member of the Horde should find pleasure in killing such terrified weaklings. Without challenge, victory has no true thrill. But your dirty work has helped stave off the Alliance, protect our homes here. Be proud of your work for the Horde. Tides of Darkness, yet another reference. I will not be switching out. These heirlooms are fantastic. We've suffered many losses, Shandalyn. Dreadmaw Hold has sent ogres from the Blasterlands as reinforcements, but they can only send so many. The lands attacks them as well, even as we speak. We've suffered many losses, Shandalyn. Dreadmaw Hold has sent ogres from the Blasterlands as reinforcements, but they can only send so many. The Alliance attacks them as well, even as we speak. The Alliance has countered our ogres with mounted knights, a strategy that served them well in the Second War. We will need our strongest warriors to turn the tide of battle. Return to the Bloodmire, Shandalyn, and bring down those knights. The Alliance has brought in their mages to summon more reinforcements directly to the battlefield from beyond their fortress. This must be stopped. The numbers are few, but a single portal can turn the tide of battle. Attack their mages and shut off those portals. Many warriors have met their... You know what would be cool? Couldn't do it in Warcraft 3 if it was possible to use mages as a shortcut like that. Have say if you have a base in one point and a war going on elsewhere, basically using the mages as a Nidus worm, effectively. Just realised that as I was talking, it would just be effectively using mages as a Nidus worm. You could also, instead of using them as Nidus worm, say if the units were weaker and maybe had a timed life, you could just use mages to spawn out a ton of guys that way. Open a portal and tons of arcane minions spew out, kind of thing. Then, though, and I suppose in that case, they're just kind of acting like swarm hosts. I just finished playing a ton of StarCraft. I was meant to... I played a little bit of co-op to, get into recording. Just had an itch, I wanted to play a bit. Then I spent most of the day playing it. Hours of just co-op. Let's see... I can tell you how much, the lengthwise, I played in a second. Many warriors met their death to bring us... many warriors have met death to bring us victory, Shandalyn. The fate of a true orc. I've seen the way the Alliance loots the bodies of our fallen, clutching at their goods like pack rats. They will not defile our fallen heroes on this field. Take these wards with you to the Bloodmire. Place them on the bodies of our fallen warriors. I'll be watching to see how many have fallen and to honor their sacrifice. Let us hope the spirits give us aid for our respect. I'm actually nearly high enough level to go to Outland. So the heirlooms are actually having a major impact. So the future characters that I'm leveling up through here, with the heirlooms, like I'll be swapping them on earlier, they might they'll be able to skip Blasted Lands or basically whatever zone that they'll be doing before Outland or Northrend. They can just skip right to it. Respectable light, the light reflecting on that looked good, or looked fine at least. Could always be a case of me just not expecting much of a blizzard. But obviously now I will be playing, doing this. Oh yeah, random Warlock. But obviously now I will be doing, I'll be playing through the Blasted Lands on Shandalyn here in full. I won't be skipping through it. But on the next character coming through here, yeah, they could probably skip through it. Well, Alliance or Horde, they could skip through. So, yeah, these heirlooms are going to be a major time save. And a major save on my patience in general, because replaying the same content again and again is mightily painful and tiring, and many, many other words. Attack. Okay, let's try and play this a little bit smart. So do need to pay attention for the fallen warriors. One little thing lacking here is that the mages have the same portal animation as the warlocks. I feel they shouldn't. Also, I don't know. I can't remember actually what I was going to say there. I had a flash of it, and I can only remember that, but I feel there's a greater point I was going to make. I remember saying this before, when I was looking at the Lightbound Draenei back in Legion, that just like the build of them and all you solved them, made them look like a faction seen in RTS. Basically making me think that would a Warcraft 4 be on the horizon, even as a possibility? But probably not, to be fair. I doubt Blizzard will ever come back to the Warcraft RTS series. Especially if they wanted to do it right, they would want to, have carryover and whatnot to, within WoW, and that'll be even more work. Like, think of Warcraft 3, how, dramatic that was. And even if, say, Warcraft 4 wasn't as bad, dramatic-wise, but still, in Warcraft 3, you found a new continent, Kingdom Fell. The phasing just went. Yeah, even if, even in Warcraft 3, in Warcraft 4, yeah, in Warcraft 3, you saw two new continents, Kalimdor and Northrend. Well, I'm assuming Northrend was new. But, yeah, anyway, yeah. You see two new continents, you discover numerous new factions. The Lordaeron has fallen. Dramatic things have happened and changed. It would be weird for, say, that not to be even acknowledged in game. Like this one event's happening, while at the same time, say if Warcraft 3 is meant to take place concurrently, it would be weird for the game not to acknowledge that in the slightest. At least to me. I feel like they would want to even do like a little, you know, like not saying that you need to see the battles taking place within WoW, but just simply a, you know, if Westfall is now on fire, it might be nice to just have it on fire for, you know, max level players, and you know, a Bronze Dragon to just reset it so you can see how it used to be in Kata. You know, that kind of thing, just a bit of flavor to it. Or maybe make allusions to it within quests. Like say you're dealing with the Burning Legion on one side, while the RTS is handling Warcraft. The RTS is handling the old gods. Maybe you have a few old gods attacking ye while you're dealing with the Burning Legion. A few old gods slip past the bulwark. You know, old god minions slip past the bulwark. That kind of thing. You know, they could do it that way. But, yeah. I don't see the, Stoned Warriors. I think I saw one earlier. No. Oh, here's one. Yeah, I did. What? Damn it, Shandalyn. You just planted it in his ass. Hardly respectful. But, alright. Different response than I was expecting. But, yeah, just anyway, talking about, you know, using mages, summoning reinforcements, and, you know, all this has just got me thinking of, you know, a new Warcraft RTS. And then it started into the Lightbound thing, and like I was saying, I don't see Blizzard ever coming back to do more Warcraft 4. To do a Warcraft 4. I know, just with WoW going on, it feels like that's taking up the Warcraft slot for them. And that's probably going to be the end of it. Probably. So, yeah. Even StarCraft even getting, you know, another one is a bit up in the air right now. Like they were getting another game and that got cancelled, though that was a shooter. And, well, basically, StarCraft has, you know, nothing else going on for it right now. And who knows when we'll be seeing any more of that. So, yeah. We'll just have to wait and see. Might be news about something at BlizzCon. There's apparently going to be something, again, stop planting it in their ass. There's talk of a Diablo 4 and an Overwatch 2, which is what the other stuff, the other things got cancelled for. The StarCraft game got cancelled for, which is again disappointing. StarCraft seems to like twice now they've cancelled shooters within the StarCraft universe. Kind of camouflaged in. But yeah, basically, yeah, the whole tangent was just simply, you know, seeing this, talking about the mages, just made me think of a Warcraft 4, you know? And then I was saying about the Lightbound, kind of adding to that. Boom, baby. But yeah, then the Lightbound adding to that, and then in... Actually, how much is left to this place? Oh, okay, we're nearly done. Well, like halfway through. bit over. But yeah, this made me think of Warcraft 4, so did the Lightbound, and just generally like with WoW going on, I figured they're probably not going to do like a Warcraft 4 or anything else Warcraft based. Like for my channel I have an RTS, slot. I have a shooter slot. I tend to just have the one thing coming out in that, and that's it. If I've, Deus Ex going up, I'm not going to have Half-Life going up alongside it. So, their Blizzard's Warcraft slot is filled, so they're probably not going to touch anything else. As long as World of Warcraft is still going. And I wonder what state Blizzard would be in if World of Warcraft died. So, regrettably, I don't think we'll ever see a Warcraft 4. Plus, like I was saying, that if they wanted to really have it done concurrently and do it right, from a story standpoint, they would really want to have bits of like homages and whatnot to it. And while the quest bit, and part of me just wonders, would they actually go through that effort? So basically, I'm just simply saying like they might still do it, but I don't know. I feel like if they didn't put in those extra little touches and detail, the thing would be a lot lesser for it. And that's just generally disappointing. So yeah, let me know if you have any, thoughts, feelings, whatever, general input. That's just what I'm babbling about, So, yeah, if you've you want to say, go ahead. I know you don't need my permission, but I would like feedback. I would like to, see what other people think, and on some level hope that I'm not just speaking utter shit. Okay, this is just down a stonered warrior, and not a fallen stonered warrior. Thus, I cannot put a flag in his ass. He could be feigning death. So, and as such, Shandalyn realizes this and does not want to penetrate the orc.
I'm out of range.
Boom. Fine, I'll kill you. Nice. Alright. Heading back. Playing through this again, I'm starting to actually remember my commentary from my previous run. Bits and pieces. Remember I was bitching about something. It was more clear, then I acknowledged it, now it's hazy again. Mainly remember when I was talking about down in the Blasted Lands down here. Complaining about people being idiots, basically. But to be honest, what's new there? The Forked Tongue isn't actually worth that much, it's just the add-ons finally telling me what the rest of the stuff was worth. But again, I'm not saying that I wouldn't want a Warcraft 4, I would love a Warcraft 4. I'm just simply saying that I don't see it happening. Alvun dares to oppose me, I will crush him. When I'm done with the Draenei, they'll wish they were lost ones. Avun? Avon? It's actually pronounced Avon, and it's, they're trying to start selling to the WoW players. You were a true champion, Shandalyn. To take the lives of so many on the battlefield. I hope it will be enough to save Stonard. With no wing to the outside, the Alliance must rely on what they've brought to the swamp. We'll see if they can handle our home environment. You honor both the dead and the living with your courage, Shandalyn. your home environment? What? Does he mean like the home environment from Draenor? Because there's little swamps that we saw. And do you mean that you've grown up here in the swamp and you see it as your home now? Fair enough, so. Also, the new Horde and these. I've read both of them. Just not elsewhere. The Alliance are at our walls. Your actions delayed them and weakened their forces, Shandalyn, but in the end we are outnumbered. This is our last stand. Victory or death. Fight with honor, Shandalyn. They are within the walls as we speak. Drive the human dogs from Stonard for the Horde. Okay, this is different to the Alliance one. The Alliance one is, you know, you laying siege to here. And I was figuring the Horde one would be probably the inverse. But no, they're actually acknowledging the Alliance quests. And they kind of were before when they were saying that the, you know, Alliance are targeting the ogres as we speak. Actually, no, that was meant to be in the Blasted Lands, that the Alliance were laying siege to the ogres over here, rather than the ogres on the battlefield here, I think. Oh, fuck, I have no clue. I know, part of me feels like the presentation of, you know, this quest leaves a bit to be desired. Because you go from the battlefield and being like, yes, you're like, yes, you are a champion, you've slain so many, you've honored our foe, and you've stopped their reinforcements. Now they must, you know, merely work with what they have, and oh, they're already inside the walls. You know, it feels like it needs a delay. It needs, I could be, you know, it would have been better if you could have seen them charge in, or, you know, I know, not just go straight into the new quest, you know? Actually have some dramatic flair, you know? I can't wait to do Outland's questing. Northrend. I just always loved Outland, and I rarely did the quests there. I've pretty much only completed the place twice. And I keep forgetting the second time even happened. I think Shadra is mentioned again in BFA. Speaking of, you know, the whole Warcraft RTS and all that, I do need to go finish Warcraft 3. I've been thinking of go finishing it now. Just take a break from Outdoor, because it's, that game is balls hard. Especially with the lack of ability to save scum. And, you know, go finish Warcraft 3, you know, just get that done. Then maybe get back to Outdoor, maybe start Perimeter. Hopefully that'll be a bit more cooperative. I need to get both done for Anonymous, subscriber of mine. He does his own videos if you want to go check him out. I have him as a featured channel on my YouTube page. You can get his link there. Looks like flies are just buzzing around here, but now it's my staff. But, yeah, he suggested Perimeter and the other thing, outdoor. Um, so I want to get both of them done, but outdoor is so hard. Christ. Like, the game loves throwing tier 2 units at you when you only have tier 1, and the tier 2 unit is more than a match, and it's not just one tier 2 unit, it's multiple. And like, it just gets to the point where and especially with some of the more powerful champions, it gets to the point where you just can't match against them physically. So it's quite frustrating. Of course, you can easily make things a cakewalk in your favor if you find Minotaurs, but that's a gamble. You have to find the right building and then get Minotaurs. And the building's like a rare thing that it may or may not turn up in an area. So it's frustrating. It's also my first game in this kind of style. I dabbled a little in stuff before, but never quite got, did much. This is the first one I've really played, so I don't have much experience with this kind of style of game, Like, I've played Civ, but Civ is a different kettle of fish to this, Very different. I only brought Civ up because it was a turn-based strategy game, and with the whole hex-based thing. Even then, it's completely different. Well, it's very much different. So yeah, it's really difficult. So I'm just kind of like, oh Christ. Again, nothing bad about the game. It's really hard, and it's just I don't handle it well. I just don't handle it well. Iron Man mode isn't too bad in, like, say, Mordheim. I can handle it better there, but here, it's ripping me a new one. Like, really is. So yeah, I do need to get back to it, but it's a good game, but I'm not looking forward to it at the same time, cause it's, reaming me. So yeah. Gotta be honest, from a distance, that looked like a... Okay, no wonder it looked like a man head. That's a fucking centaur. Christ. I thought it was just a weird bear skin. I could just a weird design on it, but no, that's a fucking centaur skin. Okay, that's rough. That's rough. Could at least take the head off. But anyway. Hey folks, and goddamn, I can't figure out, I can't just be happy with how I'm saying a thing. I just can't figure out, the right way of, doing it. But basically, basically I was saying there about Perimeter and Outdoor was suggested games. And I was saying that I wouldn't be taking other suggested games in the future because I feel like a certain level of duty and responsibility to finishing those that I don't feel for a normal thing. I feel quite bad that I don't already have them done, given how long Anonymous has been waiting for them. So basically, I wouldn't be taking other suggestions in the future because I feel bad enough about leaving a game unfinished, like say Mordheim. I feel terrible about that being left unfinished, but I feel even worse for Outdoor on Perimeter. So it's just there's just that extra level of duty and responsibility I feel, and as such I wouldn't be taking suggestions just to avoid that. Not saying that you can't let me know a game exists, but it wouldn't, I won't be classing it and viewing it in the same light as I am Outdoor and Perimeter if I do end up doing it. I end up doing it, of my own decision and volition rather than because, I accepted a suggestion. Just to, view it in that light. That I just, happened to do the thing that you wanted, rather than I'm doing it because you wanted it. It's a matter of perspective and implications and so on and so forth. So, yeah. Basically, it's just kind of a case of, like, just saying this is just so, like, say if I did do something that someone wanted, and I did end up leaving it and got distracted from it and all that, just so people weren't getting annoyed, like, hey, why aren't you finishing my thing? It's just, I'm doing this, like, I'm treating it like any other. I'm not seeing it as necessarily a, a suggested game, So, it's just, yeah. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm not surprised it's me saying something off the cuff. I find I'm a lot better at writing than I'm saying the words. My mind is too addled nowadays to really word things right. To be honest, I was always kind of addled, so yeah, it's not just a nowadays sort of deal. But yeah, basically, long story short, I won't be taking other suggestions. You can let me know things exist, but I won't necessarily be taking them as a suggestion. I might be like, oh yeah, that game does look cool, I'll do it, but that's of my own initiative, rather than taking it as a suggestion. Because, if I do get distracted or away from a game, or if I do end up feeling like, if I do just lose the itch for that game, I feel more comfortable in, putting it on hiatus for a time and moving on, and then coming back to it when I do have the itch for it. But if it's a suggested thing, I feel, no, I must finish it now. Why isn't it done yet? So it's a common, I just want to have that distinction to it, because just from my own goddamn sanity. The alliance is driven out. Stoneheart will be safe thanks to your Frosty. Oktar, Ogar. But yeah, I can't remember what I've said in this and what I've said in other things. But beyond, that sense of duty, it was also, say if someone, feels that, oh, you're doing my suggested thing, you gotta finish it, and in a real demanding, angry way. Just, I'm not doing it because you suggested it. I'm doing it because it looks cool to me. I was interested in it for a time, and that it just passed. I'm not saying I won't finish it, but I'm better at playing a game when I'm in the mood for it, to some degree. I've tried to play a bit of Outdoor a while back, and I played like a fucking idiot. I had a victory, and I ended up playing too aggressively, because I was just not in the right headspace. I wasn't really into it. And I threw away that victory. And with Outdoor, if you lose too many times, you lose. You have to start the game again from the very beginning. I've already had to do that once, and that's part of the reason why I'm hesitant going back to it, because I really want to make sure I'm into it so I don't fuck up. So, yeah, it's also partially that. It's just like sometimes I just lose interest in a game, and if I'm not really into it, I just play like an idiot. Or I just don't have fun when I'm doing it. Like, even if I am playing fine. So it's better for me to just, have that distinction so I can feel comfortable in taking a break, and it's whatnot. So, yeah. So, anyway, Oktar, Ogar. Ooh, they upgraded, but they're still inferior. Only barely. Nika Bloodscar. There's much work to do in recovering from the assault and bracing yourselves for the next one. I will need coordination from all our scouts. Nika Bloodscar is our finest tracker, trained in the harsh Badlands. She has been sent west to Splinter Spear Junction to watch for Alliance activity. Go to Nika, Shandalyn. Tell her what has occurred in Stoneheart. Assist her in any way she requires. Oh, really now? It's so lonely out in the swamp. And now I'm imagining some weird hentai starring Shrek. That's an image I needed before my eyes. I feel bad that I don't have disenchanting anymore, but I feel like I really do need to have a gathering profession. on every one gathering, at least one gathering profession on everyone, and maybe a production profession on the at least one gathering profession on everyone, and at least have one character. How do you phrase it? The words just aren't coming to me. They're on the tip of my mind. Basically, everyone needs to have one gathering profession and hopefully a production profession. If not, they get a second gathering. And I just picked tailoring as the one I kept. That'll keep rather than disenchanting. And it turns out that the Northrend caught scavenging does actually work. It works in the entire game, and people were saying it still works in BFA. Someone was saying it was turned off in Legion, but I don't know. I don't know what's true anymore. I think they changed how it works so that you just get the extra loot inherently within the mob drop rather than it as a separate drop. Before you loot the enemy, then you loot them again and you get the quad. That's how it was when they introduced it in Rad. So that I just assumed that's how it still was, But no, it seems like they changed it. But I just can't get anyone confirming that they changed it. But anyway, yeah, anyway, I do feel bad I don't have disenchanting anymore, but oh well, c'est la vie. I didn't auction stuff previously on Shandalyn, did I? And then forget to collect it? No, I think I just banked everything. I'm just thinking back. I swear I remember talking to an auction house person recently. I'm just paranoid. I've forgot to collect it and lost stuff. I've done that previously. You can make sure you're all on guard for any more alliance attacks. Is there any, well, firstly, is there anything my troops or I can do? Said the Stoned Grunt. And Nika just said, make sure you're all on guard for any more alliance attacks. Which it feels like I've forgotten to loot stuff. Wait. We could get the upgrade to get 100% speed mount. That would make me go off faster. Extra 40%. I can't remember what I was saying. I've just lost a few minutes. BRB.